Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for this Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Field Hockey Playoff game. Division II Playoffs, round of 32, as they take on the Middleboro Sachems today. Middleboro in their black and orange jerseys, Hillers in the white. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera, and we are underway here at Hopkinton High School with the Hillers working left to right across your screen. Middleboro trying to move in as they will have the free hit here. Stepping up to the line, that is Christina Chain, the captain. Sends it down, and it's handled along the near side. It'll be Hiller ball. Well, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty heading into today's game, but we seem to have everything situated. As that is sent up over by Anderson. Goes back to Middleboro. That's why we were a little late getting on the air, but we got on air right for the beginning of the game. So all is well, and hopefully that'll continue to be the case. Middleboro working up the far side. Getting in the way, what a thought tree. Throughout the broadcast, we'll take a look around this bracket. And this is a tough bracket the Hillers are in. A lot of good teams. And they get a good one here today with this 26-seeded Middleboro team. As you know, the top 32 automatically get into the postseason, and then all the other teams that are above 500 get in as well. Hillers trying to work upfield. And it's intercepted as Locke tries to send it over. Hillers working back up the far side. There's Zoe Adams with it. Locke now. Sends it out in front. And it'll go back to Middleboro. Christina Chain set for the free hit. Nicely done there by Interante as she got her stick out in front. Hiller ball. Thantry sending it back. Working up is Fowler. Stays with the Hillers. She draws up the contact. Into the box. Middleboro looking to clear it out. Olivia Hartman gets in there to take it away. Good back and forth contest to start off today's game. Sanidi Wadathantri with it. Good battle along the near side between Fowler as well as Abigail Doobie. Hillers working up quickly. Getting in the way was Sydney Nickerson. Stays with the Hillers. Wadathantri trying to move in. Takes it. Kicked away by the keeper. In net, you got Lana Owens, the sophomore for Middleboro. And for the Hillers, of course, it's Caroline Kane. Hillers looking to work back in. Sent up by Fowler. Here comes Camille Perlov. She recently surpassed the 50-goal career landmark. She's had an incredible run for the Hillers. Watathatri getting out in front. Sent over to the far side by Adams, and a little too much on that pass as it rolls side out. Side in, Middleboro. Sent out in front. Now approaching Olivia Hartman. And a little bit of a collision up along the far side with Watathatri. Middleboro looking to work their way in from the far side. Centering pass, and it's sent just wide. The Hillers have defended very well all season, and will certainly have to do so throughout these playoffs. With that last shot, that was Brooke Blanchette for Middleboro. Hillers working up the far side, getting in the way, Abigail Doobie. Back to the Hillers it goes. So Middleboro, they finished the regular season 7-8-3. 7 wins, 8 losses, 3 ties. And the Hillers, they finished 12-4-2. The records, you can throw those out the window when it comes to the playoffs. Middleboro has been very much battle-tested. They play in a tough league and face a lot of good opponents. So it's certainly going to be a good battle here today. Moving in, Locke. Backhander, just wide. It'll go to Middleboro. Winner of this game will advance on to the round of 16 to take on Doherty. Doherty is the 10th seed, so if the Hillers advanced, they would indeed host. But of course, you got to win here first. Sent up the near side of Perlov. Getting in the way is Dahlgren, Hannah Dahlgren. Perlov trying to work around. You know, Middleboro's going to be watching her all game long. Centering pass, Watathatri. Sends it out, and it's just wide of the net off the stick of Anderson. Sent up the near side of Perlov. Getting in.
Let's go, Hopkinton! Woo!
This will be a free hit here for the Hillers. Watathatri with it along the far side. Sends it up. Yeah, nicely done along the far side by Locke getting in front. That was Brooke Blanchette trying to get rid of it, and Locke denied her there. And a little bit of stick contact from Perlov on Abigail Doobie. The other TVL rivals in this Division II bracket feature Westwood, who won their first game against Mansfield yesterday. They're on the other side of the bracket, so if there were ever to be a Hopkinton-Westwood situation, it would be very deep in the postseason. Sent over to the far side. And nice steal there by Zoe Adams. Knocked back down into Hiller territory. It's a beautiful sunny day here today. Temperatures in the low 50s. And a little bit of wind. About a 5-6 mile an hour wind, so that could certainly affect things. It's going to go to Middleboro. And don't forget tonight, we have another Hiller playoff matchup as Hiller girls volleyball, who also got the 7th seed, will take on 26-seeded Westwood. That game's set to start at 6 p.m., so the good news is this game should be over by then, so you can watch both. That is sent up by Casey Reagan. We'll have Steve Sweetapple and Matt Clancy on the call. They've done a tremendous job all season long covering that very exciting Hiller girls volleyball team. And this is going in favor of Middleboro. Sent in. Here they come. Good steal there. Oh, she lost her stick. That was Fowler getting in the way. Initially, I thought it was Fowler that lost her stick, but it was actually a Middleboro athlete. This is in favor of the Hillers. 3.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Both teams kind of feeling each other out in this first quarter. Been some good back and forth. Up the field, there goes Fowler. This is Perlov approaching. Perlov takes it, deflected, out in front, and knocked away. Getting in there after Perlov was Burke, who had a nice hit on it. But the defense able to clear 4 now. Does stay with the Hillers. Take it 30 yards out. What a thought tree. And back to Middleboro it goes. You can probably hear some of the wind picking up. That wind will be a factor, especially with that long-range passing. And speaking of long-range passing, there's one in midfield, taken by Watathatri. Sanidi trying to work her way up. She gets stalled. Middleboro looking to charge in. Along the far side, that is Brooke Blanchette, the junior. It's taken back by the Hillers for now. Nice job by Stretche. Into Middleboro territory. Taken away. And taken back. The Hillers, they've found some ways to get into the attack zone. Got some good shots off in this first quarter, and they'll certainly have to do more of that. Here's Perlov. Backhander off of Locke, kicked away, still out in front. It's going Middleboro's way. We have a loaded weekend of Hiller playoff action for you. We'll have the boys and girls soccer games this coming Sunday. Hiller boys playing at 1 p.m., girls at 3:15. There's a shot kicked away. A nice shot there by Durante. Along the far side, Blanchette. Zoe Adams trying to dig it out. Nice win there for Adams. Sends it up. 22 seconds left in the quarter. Hiller's going to try to get a quick shot off. Perloff sends it up. Sent out by Reese, out in front of the net. Perloff turns around off a defender, and it's going Middleboro's way. Oh, an exciting sequence that'll likely end the first quarter. And there's the buzzer, end of the first quarter. After one, we are scoreless in this Division II playoff game between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Middleboro Sachems on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields as we are ready for quarter number two. Scoreless game between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Middleboro Sachems in this Division II round of 32 playoff game. The Hillers last year in the postseason, they were the 13th seed with a 9-4-5 record. And they did capture a win at home in the first round. They beat Nauset 2-1, but then met up with a fourth-seeded Longmeadow team and gave them a good run, but ended up losing that game 3-0. So the Hillers certainly looking to surpass that round of 16 this season. But it will certainly always be a challenge in this bracket. Up the near side is Interante, sends it out. Lockout in front, shot deflected. And it's going Middleboro's way. That was a great setup in front of the net by Locke. And I believe that was Lily Anderson who got the shot off and nearly put it in. That's what the Hillers are going to have to do. Good setups, good passing, and be aggressive at getting out in front. Into the box, kicked away by Kane. What a Daughtry doing battle. There's Stretchy, sends it up. Along the far side. Back and forth we go. Hillers have it now. Good fling up towards Locke. Got a little in front of her. Can she stay with it? Locke trying to gather it back up. It'll go Hillers' way. What a Daughtry sends it over. Into the box, and that was just wide of the net. Hillers putting on some good pressure in the last few sequences, looking to continue here. Perlov! Oh, that was off the post, and then deflected out by the keeper. Well, you got to envision that if the Hillers keep being allowed to get this amount of shots off, they're going to break through at some point in the near future. I think when you get to the postseason, scoring that first goal is probably the toughest thing to do. And then once you do, you kind of settle in a little bit. Stays with the Hillers. Fowler sends it over. What a Daughtry. Up the far side. Sanidi to Adatantri with the side in. Sends it back. Zoe Anderson trying to work it through. It'll go to Middleboro. Middleboro led by head coach Lisa Perry. Hillers, of course, led by head coach Ali Valencia, who is now in her second season as head coach for the Hillers and has now been to the postseason both seasons. Very impressive by Coach Valencia. Adatantri sends it back. Along the near side, Fowler. Fowler looking to set it across. Bit of a mishandle there, but gets the swing on it. Centering pass. Perlov backhanded out, kicked out by the keeper. And it's going to be Middleboro ball. More good pressure there by the Hillers. Nice job there by Locke, sending it up. Sent back, Perlov. Gets it over. Interante towards the net, out in front. And it goes to Middleboro. Working her way up, Casey Regan. Getting in the way there was Weston. And look at that pass. That was a rocket by Zoe Adams. Here comes Anderson. Interante sends it over, and it's just wide of the net. Reese had a great break upfield. Nice feed from across. And just could not get the angle on that shot she hoped for. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Sent back by Adams. Adatantri sends it up. And a bit of a collision there along the far side. Bit of a physical game so far by these teams. Here they come, Perlov. Sliced away. Getting the stick in there was Hannah Delgren, the senior captain. Sent up by Perlov into the box, just wide of the net. A little too much mustard there. Stopped there by Adatantri. Sanidi working her way through. Nice move there. Stays with it. What a great drive upfield there by Sanidi. Camille Perlov will have the free hit. Sends it over. The pass, backhander, and knocked out by a defender. And the Hiller is going to have a penalty corner. First penalty corner opportunity of the game by either team. Sent in by Reese Interante. Perlov gets it over. Shot out in front. Reese trying to come away with it. Goes back to Middleboro. Here's Fowler. There to take it away was Casey Regan. Wadadantri with it now. Sends it up. Locke gets it over to Perlov. Perlov approaching. Backhander. Oh, just a little high. Got a nice slice on that one. Zoe Adams trying to come away with it. She's done a nice job holding down that midfield. Here she goes up the far side. Sends it up. Working her way in. Finnegan sends it over. And the Hillers draw another penalty corner. Big opportunity here, and they're going to strategize. 5 minutes and counting left to go here in the second quarter. Sent in. Perlov takes it off the post. Oh, the Hillers getting so close, but no score yet. There, Perlov slows that one down. Working her way up, trying to sneak through the defenders. Gets taken away. It'll stay with the Sachems. There's a knock up the field by Christina Cheney. Recent Durante with it. Sent up. Slowed up by Reese. Durante sends it over. Backhander out in front. Poked away. Wadadantri up top. Takes it into traffic. Middleboro looking to clear. Perlov gets in there. Looking to slip it through. Deflected. And it's going Middleboro's way. A lot of action here in the second quarter, but still scoreless. Just under 3 minutes left to go. Sanidi Wadadantri will have the free hit. Up top. Penalty corner, Hillers. Will be their third penalty corner opportunity of the game. The Hillers, they've had some very good pressure in this second quarter, but have yet to break through. Durante sends it out. Perlov looking for Locke. Locke swinging to miss there. Sent out. Stays with Middleboro. That was Kara Souza getting in there. Along the far side, she just hopped into the game recently for the Hillers. Wadadantri matched up with Olivia Hartman along the far side. Hartman sends it down. And a good takeaway there by Stretche. Here comes Locke. She was looking for Reese Interante, couldn't get it through. Sent back down by Christina Chain. I believe it's actually Christina Chaney. Just under a minute left to go here in the second quarter. Manatantri sends it up, sent back down. Along the far side, it'll be side in Middleboro. Looking to approach. Into the box and sent just wide. Good drive down by Olivia Gallo. And that will do it for the first half after 2 quarters of play. A lot of good pressure by the Hillers, but we remain scoreless. It's the Hopkinton Hillers, the Middleboro Sachems. It is MIAA Division II Field Hockey Playoffs on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields as we are ready for the start of the second half. We have switched sides. Middleboro starts off with possession, working left to right across your screen. It's a scoreless game, despite a whole abundance of pressure by the Hillers in that second quarter. They just have not found their way through yet. Middleboro trying to work it in. It's going to go to Middleboro. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera. Nice Friday afternoon for some playoff field hockey. And don't forget, folks, playoff coverage doesn't stop here. Tonight, 6 p.m., Hiller Girls Volleyball, 7th-seeded Hiller Girls Volleyball, will host 26th-seeded Westwood at the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. We'll have that game live for you on HCAM as well. Casey Regan sends it in. Perlov gets out in front of it. Goes back to Middleboro. With it, Abigail Doobie, intercepted by Perlov. Perlov rockets it up the field. It's going to go to Middleboro. Intercepted. Here comes the Hillers. Locke working her way up the field. Sends it out in front. That shot deflected. Kicked out. It's still around the shooter circle area. And the Hillers draw a penalty corner. That was a good feed from, I believe it was Lily Anderson. Reese Interante will be the inserter. She'll send it in from the near side. Sends it out. Perlov Takes it, deflected, out in front, shot just wide by Wadathantri. Oh boy, Hillers close, but no cigar. Here comes Middleboro. Sent up by Stretche. Perloff trying to burst through. Wadathantri taking some contact there. But these officials let him play a bit, and you got to expect that. It's a playoff game, playoff atmosphere. The games get a little more physical. Both teams desperately want to score as many goals as possible and move on. And it's win or go home, so you're going to get the max effort. Because that one was handled by Wadathantri. She put it off the foot of Olivia Hartman, and Hartman seems to be limping a little bit. We hope she's okay. Zoe Adams sends it up. She stays in the game. Perloff gets out in front. Well, that's a hard ball, and it's a pretty chilly day out, so I can't imagine it feels too good. Perloff trying to battle for it, and she'll come up with it. And an illegal swing there as Perloff was going against Sydney Nickerson. Doobie sends it over. Blanchette with it. The Hillers certainly controlling the possession battle, no doubt about that. They just need to find a way to get into the net. And working her way up the far side, it was Fowler. She was diverted. We'll stay with the Hillers. 10 minutes and counting left to go in this third quarter. And correction, it'll go to Middleboro. Along the far side. Sent down by Fowler. Side end Hillers. Perloff set to put it into play. It's a nice knock into the box. Block. Stays with the Hillers. Perloff. Battle along the end line. Oh, that goes flying. And that was just wide of the net. I believe that was Wadathantri getting the hit on it. Nice steal there by Locke. Wadathantri getting in the way. Zaniti sends it over. Don't forget, if this game's tied, it's a playoff game, there will be overtime. Perloff takes it, and that's just wide. This game will be played until we have a winner. Middleboro ball. Stays with the Sachems. Doobie sends it up. That's wide. I think that she's going to get a re-hit here, because there was some Hiller interference. Didn't have the proper 5 yards out. Regan sends it back. Perloff backhands it up the field. Racing down is Finnegan and Locke. Middleboro ball. 6.5 minutes left to go in the third. Doobie sends it up. Out in front, Stretchy. Perloff. Looking to sneak through. Here goes Camille. And she false start there. Zoe Adams takes it in. Over to Perloff. Finnegan sends it out. And nicely handled in the shooter circle by Middleboro. But Athantri looking to come away with it, and she will. Along the far side at Durante. Goes to Middleboro. Well, this is certainly starting to seem like the kind of game that's going to come down to one goal. And the free hit is Ella Fowler, excuse me. Knocked out of play. Middleboro ball. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Sanidi Adathatri looking to get by. In the Hiller territory. On the near side, Weston. Oh, big collision there. I think the Middleboro athlete there, Olivia Hartman, just got a little tripped up. And she's laughing it off, and nothing intentional there, just a little turf trip. You can see one of her feet get stuck under the other there. Here comes the Hillers. Sent up over to Finnegan. Finnegan racing in. Looking for a swing. She's matched up with the captain, Hannah Dahlgren. Free hit Hillers. Perloff takes it right off the whistle. Driving in. Putting on the moves. Smooth moves. Backhander. Oh! And it's waved off. And a legal lift there. Waved off. No goal. Hillers, or that'll be Middleboro ball. Yeah, she got that stick a little too high. Perloff racing in again. Sneaking through. Takes it just wide. Deflected out. Stays with the Hillers, I believe. No, it'll be Middleboro ball. Thantry takes it away. Sends it back. Stretch 8. Sends it over. Back to the defensive captain. She'll send it up. Zoe Adams. Looking to backhand it up towards Finnegan. But Thantry looking to get in there. Oh, and losing her footing is Olivia Gallo. Stays with Middleboro. Minute 45 and counting left to go in this third quarter.
Let's go, Hopkinton! Woo! Go Hillers!
Side in Abigail Doobie.
Yes! Right!
Get in there.
Go Hopkinton!
Along the far side. We'll go Hiller way. Scoreless game here as we approach the final minute of the third quarter. Zoe Adams up to Perloff. Perloff racing in. Stays with the Hillers. It's going to be a penalty corner for the Hillers. Now, despite the fact that the clock's at 35 seconds, quarter cannot end on a penalty corner, so the Hillers will get the penalty corner opportunity regardless of time left on the clock. Reese Interante will send it in. Oh, gets by Perloff. 12 seconds, back into the box, wide of the net. That's likely how the quarter's going to end. Quarter does indeed come to an end after 3 quarters of play. The Hillers scoreless, Middleboro scoreless, and we are moving on to the fourth quarter on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready for the fourth quarter. The Hillers, they have had some very good pressure but have yet to break through. And as we enter the final 15 minutes, we are scoreless between the Hillers and Middleboro in this round of 32 Division II playoff game. Tom Nappy happy to be on the call with you. John Ritz on camera. Winner of this game advances on to take on 10th-seeded Doherty. They defeated 23rd-seeded Burlington 7-0. So you know you're getting a Doherty team that can certainly score goals in the next round. Adams was trying to send it up. Matched up with Olivia Hartman. Here comes Middleboro. Sun's starting to set, folks, so we apologize. It will certainly affect our view as well as the camera view at certain times. It'll be Hiller ball. Perlov. Racing in. Backhander, deflected away. Penalty corner, Hillers. Well, the good news is the pressure is continuing. Can they finally break through? Reese Interante will be the inserter. Sent over by Locke. Perlov. Backhander deflected. Out in front. Perlov turns around. Shot deflected. It's going Middleboro's way. Wow. More big pressure from the Hillers that Middleboro survives. Middleboro ball. Casey Regan with the free hit. But Athantri looking to take it away. Sends it over. Getting in the way there was Interante. Gets by Adams along the near side. Adams trying to turn it upfield. Nicely done. There's a good knock. Locke. Locke doing battle with Dahlgren. To midfield. There's Fowler. Sends it over. What a thought tree. Fowler looking to put it into play. Nice hit into the box. Kicked away. Looking to charge in. And there's another shot deflected. I believe that was Interante. And Perlov with the turnaround. And out of play it goes. The game stays scoreless. Unreal. Locke. Be Hiller ball. Big opportunity here. Perlov. Racing in and that's it. Camille Perlov with the power. Makes it 1-0 Hillers. The score comes at 10:54 left to go in the game. And the Hillers finally break through. They had moment of pressure after moment of pressure. Middleboro was clinging on and Perlov able to power it in. Well, the Hillers still going to have to hang tight on defense. Middleboro's going to be coming at them now. What a Thantry. Nice moves. Look at that ball control. Sends it back. What a Thantry gets out in front. We got a pretty good student section turning out for today's game. There were some additional bleachers placed out along the sidelines for the crowd. Working her way up, Anderson sends it over. Kicked away, out in front. Perlov charging in. Legal contact there, cross check. What a Thantry. Stays with the Hillers. Oh, she's getting a card. It's going to be against Middleboro. They're going to get Olivia Gallo with the penalty. But Athantri sends it back. There's stretch 8. Sends it up. Perlov racing in. Back to Middleboro. And we're going to have a timeout. 8 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. Camille Perlov has put the Hillers up 1-0. She did it at the 10:54 mark, and the Hillers looking to hang on and advance. You are tuned in to the MIAA playoffs on HCAM. Welcome back in to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. 8 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in the game. Hillers lead it 1-0. Can they hang on and advance to the round of 16? It was a scoreless game throughout the first 3 quarters before Camille Perlov found the net at 10:54 left to go. There's Zoe Adams along the near side. Well, taking a look at the Hillers playoff schedule, as I've mentioned, we have girls volleyball tonight. 7th-seeded Hiller girls taking on 26th-seeded Westwood. Good steal by Wadathantry. And then on Sunday, we have a soccer doubleheader for you. The 8th-seeded Hiller boys start things off against 25th-seeded Duxbury at 1 p.m. And then at 3:15, you got the 3rd-seeded Hiller girls team taking on an opponent to be determined. Their opponent will be based on a winner of a game taking place tonight. Middleboro looking to get some pressure going. Good defense around that shooter circle area. Pass by Perlov deflected at a play. So it's going to be a fun playoff season for the Hillers. Pretty much every team is in. And you got Hiller football. Unfortunately, they didn't make the state tournament, but they still got some non-playoff games going on. They actually played last night and lost to Sharon on the road. And we'll let you know where they will be next week when we find out. You're going to see a lot of the non-playoff football games taking place on Thursdays, and a lot of the state tournament games, most of the state tournament games taking place on Fridays, and of course some Saturdays, depending on the light situation on the location they're playing. And that's due to the ref situation. That's why you saw a lot more games throughout the state on the gridiron on Thursdays this season. 6:43 left to go. Perlov sends it up. Along the far side. As far as the winner of this game, we're not sure when the winner of this game will take on Doherty, but we will, if it's the Hillers, we'll certainly let you know. But still a little bit left to go here. So we won't get ahead of ourselves. 6:09 left. Around the shooter circle. Moved up. Adams. Here goes Middleboro. Wadathantry takes it away. Scoots it up. Sent up along the far side by LePage. Well, if you're the Hillers, don't get too comfortable here. You got that 1-0 lead, but you got 5.5 minutes left. So keep that defensive pressure on. And keep being aggressive getting the ball. I think with how aggressive the Hillers have been getting to the ball, that's made a very big difference in what has been a low-scoring game. Hiller ball. We've reached the 5-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Zoe Adams off the free hit, sends it over to Finnegan. Well, from a Middleboro perspective, you're going to have to be very aggressive. Don't be afraid to get in there. Perlov approaching. Finnegan to Perlov. Backhander, and it's in! Another unbelievable goal by Camille Perlov. And she just has such power on her shot. If it's on target, it is very difficult to stop. Watching the replay, she puts her back to the defender, slices with the backhand, and gets the corner right side of the net. Absolute beauty of a goal. The Hiller student section here in attendance cheering on the team. They're excited. I'd imagine many of them will be heading to the girls' volleyball game after this. That game's set to start at 6 p.m. It will be live on HCAM as they take on Westwood in the round of 32. Steve Sweetapple and Matt Clancy will be on the call for that game. Should be a great time, great atmosphere tonight in the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. Along the near side, deflected out. Zoe Adams. Illegal hit. Too much of a lift. Approaching 3.5 minutes left to go. Mary Finnegan taking it away. Good steal. Perloff. There she goes, just working her way through defenders. Sanidi Wadathatri. Back to Middleboro. Lauren Stretche sends it back. Sent over by Callie Weston. Allie LePage along the far side. Middleboro going to keep battling through the whistle. They've had certainly a very nice season. They played some tough competition, got some great wins, and certainly earned the right to be in this Division II playoff bracket. Slowed down by Wadathatri. Nice juggle along the far side, excites the crowd. I think that's terrific for the good turnout we have here today, and a bunch of the Hopkinton High School students to come support the field hockey team in this playoff game. And I'm sure you're going to see similar support for all the Hillers teams that are in the postseason, because that's what Hopkinton does. Perlov working her way up. On the far side is Abigail Doobie. Sent up and out. Just under 1.5 minutes left to go. Goes the Middleboro. 45 seconds. Trying to work her way in. Hartman sends it out in front. Wadathantri sends it up. Perlov. Had a play along the near side. And that'll do it. The Hopkinton Hillers are moving on to the round of 16. They get the 2-0 victory over Middleboro, and they are advancing on to host Doherty. Doherty, the 10th seed. Hillers, the 7th seed. That'll be your matchup in the round of 16. Congratulations to the Hopkinton Hillers and Coach Valencia on a terrific win here today. The Hillers improved to 13-4-2. Middleboro's season will come to an end at 7-9-3. But much respect to this Middleboro team. They played a very good game, very good defensive game, and they battled really hard and did not make this an easy win for the Hillers whatsoever. So a big congratulations to head coach Lisa Perry and her Middleboro Sachems on a tremendous season. But the Hopkinton Hillers are moving on as they get the victory 2-0, courtesy of a pair of goals from Camille Perlov. Well, that is just about going to do it for our coverage here today. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers playoff field hockey, and they are moving on to the round of 16, where they will take on Doherty. Certainly well-deserved and a great win here today. And, you know, you didn't have the offense today. Well, we'll stick around for the handshake. You didn't have the offense today, but the Hillers, they just kept battling hard. They defended hard, and certainly need to give the credit to the defense, who kept the ball, for the most part, out of the attack zone. They made Caroline Kane's day very easy by keeping that ball out of the attack zone, and the midfielders doing a great job, and the Hillers, they won the possession battle, so that created all those opportunities they had and created the opportunities for the Hillers to not get a pair of goals. But that is going to do it for our coverage here today. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers playoff field hockey on HCAM. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.